Good afternoon from Little Rock, Arkansas. I kind of semi-appropriate, I guess, because one of the first, not the first, but the first videos that I did last summer, I did from Little Rock. And when I was here last summer, passing through, I found two places to go. And of course, I only went to one. I said, if I'm ever through Little Rock again, I'm gonna go to this other one. So it's time for the other one. Scoops, homemade ice cream. Scoops. It is on the corner of 3rd and Broadway, and Broadway is super busy. Super busy. I was gonna do this outside video about a minute ago, but this giant truck went by and made a bunch of noise. So anyway, I'm here and I'm excited to get ice cream. I got teased with ice cream last night because I had stopped in Memphis on my way here because I'm headed to Dallas from Pittsburgh. So stopped in Memphis, met a friend for dinner. We were gonna go get some delicious homemade ice cream in Memphis, and then we went before they closed, but they had already closed. So but it was in this like food court area, so I could walk up to it, but it was closed because the lights were off and no one was there, and then I could see the ice cream in the display case, and I wanted it so bad, but I trust the unfolding. Wasn't meant to have it last night, so I'm gonna have delicious ice cream today instead. Scoops, homemade ice cream in Little Rock. So I will see you inside. So in case you didn't know, yes, we really make it here. It's amazing. Of course, it's the middle of the afternoon, so no one's here. But this place is fun. Got some cows to go. More cows. Wow. Here's the good stuff. Wow. Stuff looks amazing. Literally, I might go with peanut butter cup.
Have a good day.
Wow. This looks good. Actually, that sounds really good too. Chunky Cherry Grand. That looks amazing. And that looks amazing too. Blueberry Cobbler. I'm gonna get something different. Oh my god. So, I got the blueberry cobbler. And I asked for 2 scoops. And she said, do you know how, have you been here before? Do you know how big one of our scoops is? Like, no, I'll have 2. And she said, well, I'll show you one and then you can decide. Look how big just one of these scoops are. Crazy. So this is 2 scoops. And like, for reference, this is the size of my fist. Okay? This is gigantic. Gigantic. So it was $10.95, I think, for 2 scoops, and that included the waffle bowl. So that doesn't work. There we go. That's a great deal. And she said, are you sure you want to? I said, I'm a growing boy. I'm gonna have to. I taste tested. Okay, normally I get, 2 flavors. And the cherry one, I tried it and it was amazing. And I tried this. And it blew my mind. So I'm diving in all on one. It's super thick. Wow. This is amazing. Definitely has the blueberry flavor, of course, because, like chunks of blueberry. Hold on. Let's get you in here. So there's chunks of blueberry. And it looks like chunks of graham cracker. I can taste the crunchiness in the graham cracker when I'm eating it, I'm so happy. This is amazing. So, Scoops, if you look online, yes, they make it here, as the sign says, but they have 3 locations, and Hot Springs and 2 here. And when I was here last year, the second location wasn't open yet, so this is the one I bookmarked. So this is the one I went to. Oh my God. There's a sweetness to it too, but it's not like a sugary sweetness. And boy, is this good. All right, a couple people come in. I'll put the headset on. But wow. Wow, this is amazing. So, like I said, I was bookmarked this place last year, and then I never knew when I'd be back, but here I am. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, 8 months later. About. And I'm just in awe. Wow. So I'm driving here. Well, I've been driving for a couple of days, and my car is making a noise. And it's annoying as could be, because there's something loose underneath that rattles in the wind. And sometimes I like to drive with the radio off, like just silence, so I can focus on the road and just be. And it's difficult to do that when I hear ting 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 ting. Annoying. So I went to the local car dealer at home and to have some other work done, and they couldn't find anything. Okay, fine. So out of scarcity and trying to be cheap, I went to this other person, and they looked at it and they made some tweaks, but it wasn't done. Like it still did it. So I went to this dealership near Memphis this morning, and it's like, oh yeah, we tighten this up, and you should have these things replaced. Fine, $50. So we went for a ride, and the noise was gone. Perfect. Thank you. Here's the $50. I get back on the highway, when I get up to like 70, 80 miles an hour, after a couple minutes, ding, 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 ding. I just gotta let it go. But like, the lesson here is, do I want to, out of scarcity, like try to patch it up, like being cheap, or do I want to fix it and fix it right? So, I don't know. Let's just assume it would be $120 in labor and parts for them to replace and like whatever they need to replace. I've already spent $50 on patchwork, basically. Now I understand if, say, I didn't have $120, so I'll just pay the $50 now, because if I had $50 and then I'll move forward. That's where you get to like make an assessment of, can I live with this until I have $120 and get it fixed right, or do I spend $50 now and just whatever? Now, I mean, that can be in anything. Like, think about, I'm using this as an example with my car. So it's going to cost me more in the long run by me being cheap. But like, think of shoes, like work boots. Like, if you're a dude or a woman, wear work boots. A good pair of boots are like $150 or more, $200. Like a good pair of work boots, especially in the wintertime if you work in a lot of mud. Like, you want something that keeps your feet warm, and you want something that keeps your feet dry. Great. Okay. They're like $200. Like, oh, that's too expensive. So instead you buy these whatever boots for $50. They look just as good and they feel just as good, but maybe they last a month or two, and then your feet start getting damp. Or maybe they last 3 months, but whatever. But people that spent $150 or $200 for those work boots, they might last a year or more. So if you spend a smaller amount, are you really saving? Does that make sense? Like, no matter what you do, it's going to cost something. Because remember, there's always an exchange in every action that you take. There's always some kind of exchange. Energetic exchange of time, maybe your patience. So, in this instance, it's money and it's time, because I get to go back to the dealership somewhere, wherever I am, probably Dallas, since I'm going to be there for a little bit of time, and get to go to a dealership again, and then sit at another dealership again. So it's not only money, it's time. And mental real estate, or bandwidth, thinking about it. Granted, I'm sharing this for this video, but if it wasn't me talking to you while I'm eating this delicious ice cream, I would be sitting here thinking about it instead of being present and enjoying the ice cream. So that's another little lesson. Trying to be cheap. And what's it really cost me? In the grand scheme of things, it cost my peace of mind. And what's that worth? How about that? So, this girl was not kidding. These scoops are gigantic. I've been eating this for 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and I'm almost fully through the first scoop. Look at this. Isn't that good? So, I'm going to continue working on this because monumental scoops deserve a monumental effort. And remember, yes, we really make it here. I love that. I love it. So, this flavor is amazing. They had other amazing flavors up there too, and I'm glad I went with something different. I really am. So, scoops. In this instance, I'm on Broadway in Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm going to finish my 2 scoops and be on my way. So, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time.